For the first time, I can tell you guys this season, the Marlins have finally won their first home game of the season. They are now 1-8 at home. And they beat the Atlanta Braves 5-1. Kind of like a little retribution against them, what they did to us last night. Even though it's still not identical score, but we have to look at the positives from this game to what happened with last night and what was the difference makers with this game. So, the difference makers with this game, the hitting, it was better. It was definitely better. We got 8 hits this game. And on top of that, how about Max Meyer? The 3rd overall pick in the 2020 draft. This kid is special. He really is. Absolutely incredible player to have in our team. Really is. Max Meyer was excellent throughout the game. He pitched through 6 innings, have 7 strikeouts. Only giving up 1 run, but it's okay. It's okay, though. There was nothing he could do to make that play at home. He had to go to first. We'll talk about that. Anyway, in the first inning, I'll go to play-by-play real quick. A 1-2-3 inning it's not a hit 1-2-3. There was a hit by a pitch to Riley, but then it was still an out there. First inning, though, Chris Sale comes in, and by the way, before I continue with Atlanta Braves, wishing a speedy recovery to Spencer Stride, who has to get a surgery for his arm, so he is done for this season. So speedy recovery for Spencer Stride. With that being said, Atlanta Braves has to go a little bit deeper thinking with the pitching staff. So they got Chris Sale up, who was going to start this game anyway. Chris Sale, Florida Gulf Coast University, comes in, grounds out Arise, and Josh Bell hits a bomb to left field to make it 1-0 Miami. And 1-0 Miami. So good start there. Big hit by Josh Bell. Top of the second is a 1-2-3. Or it's not a 1-2-3. There was a double play in the inning. Bottom the second, though. Arizal Garcia hits single to right. Rivera singles to center. Bethancourt just has an awful showing. I'm sorry. It's still early to say, but Bethancourt has not even got a hit this season yet. It's ridiculous. 15 games in, you should have at least 1. Anyway, the next at bat, Brujan gets a single to left. So they counted this as a base hit. So that's his first hit of the Marlins' career, as far as I remember. However, I also thought that it was an error. So what happened was, Brujan hits the baseball to left. Kalenic was right there to try and make this catch, but he couldn't make that catch. He drops it. It goes on the ground. And as a result of that, Garcia was able to score on this play. So whatever it was a base hit or not, to me, it's an error, and they counted this as. To me, it's an error. I don't know how they didn't count that as an error, but regardless of that, Marlins take a 2-0 lead into this game, and then they grounded to a double play. What else is new with that? Meyer pitching really good, despite a couple of hiccups. With giving up a base hit to Darno. They're able to work it out after a Albies double, and then also Riley strikes out swinging. So it's okay. It's okay. But Max Meyer making nasty pitches through the Atlanta lineup. We then skip ahead to the 5th inning, where almost a 1-2-3 inning, but Acuna Jr. hits a double to left, but Albies strikes out swinging. Bottom of the 5th, Bethancourt automatic out. Brujan flies out to right, so not good. Arise reached on the infield single. Bell walked. Berger walked. And we were thinking, okay, De La Cruz, let's see what he can do here. We saw how clutch he can be at times. But right then and there, Chris Sale getting absolutely frustrated with the umpire, which, to be fair, there were some calls where there should have been a strike. But De La Cruz on the first pitch. He doubles to left. 3 runners scored. It is a base clearing double to make it 5-0 Miami. And De La Cruz comes in De La Clutch with this hit to make it 5-0 Miami. And the bats came alive. They really did. Top of the 6th, Austin Riley triples the center. Olsen strikes out. And this is what I meant. Marcell Ozuna has to ground it to the pitcher. It was a light tapper. Meyer hit that little bit of sliding play. And his only play has to go to first. So, but Riley scores on this one to make it 5-1. And that's where the final score should be. Bottom 6, 1-2-3 inning. Top of the 7th, 1-2-3 inning by Foucher, who has been called up from AAA. Bottom 7th, 1-2-3. Top of the 8th, 1-2-3. And it's from Anthony Bender. So I mean, wow, a heart of the lineup: Acuna Jr., Albies, and Riley. Anthony Bender pitched a 1-2-3 inning. You see what I mean with the pitching staff? Where was this in the beginning of the year? Just saying. Anyway. Bottom 8th, there was a chance there to make it 6-1 or something like that, but there was a play at second to Jazz, De La Cruz to third, and Rivera flies out to right. That could have been it. Top of the 9th inning though, Tanner Scott comes in, Nick Gordon goes to left, Olsen is safe on a fielding error just really a rise. How is this happening with a bunch of errors you're committing this season? But they make up for it But Tanner Scott bails him out as Ozuna grounds to a double play. And Harris the second flies out to left. Almost a miscommunication by Jazz. And miscommunication by Jazz and Gordon. Gordon makes I think Gordon was the one that made the catch. But no, either way. Marlins get their first home win of the season, and they did that against the Atlanta Braves. Finally, we get to eat free Whoppers. That sounds... I know, I was trying to make a joke there. But anyway, but yeah, folks, Marlins hitting, they have 8 hits, like I said. The pitching staff, as I didn't take a look at throughout, 1 run scored and 10 strikeouts all day. Chris Sale worked through 7 innings. Chavez only worked the 8th inning. But yeah, folks, Marlins finally get their first home win. And yeah, absolutely nice to finally see that happen. It really is. So anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this one. If you have enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for content. And yes, I am recording this during the Florida Panthers game. The Florida Panthers are right now in the second intermission. So I was able to sneak in this one before the game comes back up. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Finally, something positive for a change. If you like this video and the game, hit the like button, subscribe for content, because my YouTube guys are back. And when he does, he'll be right there with you for entertainment you deserve. Baseball's not always bad, right? No. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it. I'll see you guys a little later on. Good night.